Hello lecturer and friends, it's great that you are here listening to my presentation. My name is Soria, I am a senior student at Institute for French Language. Today, we are here to know about how resources limit the ability to satisfy wants and needs. So first of all, let's take a look at the table of contents. You guys will be able to understand the difference between want and needs, unlimited wants and limited resource, as well as the scarce resource that can lead to the economic problems. So before I get through my topic, let's first just understand what is economics. Well, economic is not just money, it's about weighing different choices of alternative. Some of those important choices involve money, but most do not. Most of your daily, monthly, or life choices have nothing to do with money, yet they are still the subject of economics. Economics pretends to be mathematics, but it is not. Mathematician Michael Idezes says there's a major difference. No mathematician uses a term in a formula or statement of a theorem, unless the term has first been defined with excruciating precision. There is math involved, but economic focus on why people spend money and how they allocate their resources. So, what is the study of economic really about? Economic is the study of how humans make decisions in the face of scarcity. This can be individual decisions, family decisions, business decisions, or societal decisions. If you look around more carefully, you will see that scarcity is a fact of life. Scarcity means that human wants for goods, services, and resources exceed what is available. Resources such as labor, tools, lands, and raw material are necessary to produce the goods and services we want, but they exist in limited supply. And of course, the ultimate scarce resource is time. Everyone, rich or poor, has just 24 hours in a day to try to acquire the goods they want. At any point in time, there is only a finite amount of resources available. Wants versus needs. Every day we are confronted with many messages telling us that we need certain things. However, we do not really need all these things. Many of them are things that we merely want. Needs are things we are really acquired to survive, such as food, clean water, shelter, basic clothing, and we also need air to breathe. Wants are things that we feel might improve our life, but we do not really need these things to survive, like a luxury car, a latest smartphone, concert ticket of your favorite artist show, designer clothes, and accessories that are essential to survive. We are nice to have. We derive satisfaction from consuming these goods, and some goods give us more satisfaction than others. So, have you ever noticed how once a need or want has been satisfied, there's always something else to take its place? We would like more food, more love, and we need more free times. Because what we have never seemed to be enough even in wealthy societies, there's always people in those wants and needs that are never fully satisfied. Needs are things without which we cannot survive. Wants are things we desire. However, we can survive without those wants. Scarce resource. You're probably used to thinking of natural resources such as oil, coal, gold, and diamond as a scarce. In fact, they are sometimes called scarce resources just to be re-emphasize their limited availability. Scarcity exists when there's not enough resources to satisfy human wants. Economics is not only concerned with needs and wants, but also how best to satisfy these unlimited needs and wants. There are over 7 billion people on planet. Imagine the long list of every single person needs and want. Now imagine trying to satisfy everyone's needs and want with the resource available. For example, consider how much food 7 billion people on the earth. There's so much land available that can be used to cultivate the crops to feed everyone. And to make matter worse, the amount of land that is available is decreasing all the time because it is increasingly being used for other things such as industry, city, and biofuel crops. Added to the fact that humans are never fully satisfied, we are indeed facing a severe problems. It is because of these unlimited needs and wants on the one hand, and our limited resources on the other hand, that economic problem, the scarcity problem exists. The study of economics is about how we as society deal and should deal with these scarcity problems. Resources include everything in the world that we can use to produce goods and services to satisfy our wants and needs. It's usually classified in the following three main groups such as natural resources, human resources, and man-made resources. Natural resources such as land, water, minerals, animals, and plants. Human resources such as entrepreneurs, labor such as economists, builder, architect, accountant, lawyer, cleaners. Man-made resources such as machine and infrastructure that are available to use to produce goods. In economics, we call this as the resources capital. So, there are two half of scarcity that have plagued us ever since we first set foot on earth, such as unlimited resource and unlimited want. Unlimited wants essentially means that people never get enough, that there's always something else they would like to have. When combined with limited resource, unlimited wants result in fundamental problem of scarcity. What we want and what we need have no limit. However, what we can afford is finite. It has a limit. This is a basic condition of human existence. We are never completely satisfied with everything we consume. We consume a variety of goods and services, but they are never enough. In other words, there's always something else that I, you, and everybody else would want or need. The term applies to all socio-economic groups. Low-income groups have limited resources and their wants always exceed those resources. However, the same happens with middle income and upper income groups. They never feel they have enough. The reason is very simple one. Every income group's resources are finite. However, unlimited want is a feature of every human. Put simply, like our wants and needs are infinite, but our wealth is not. The economic problem of unlimited wants. The economic problem is a term that economists use. It states that the finite resources of an economy are not enough to satisfy all our wants and needs. We also call it a central economic problem or a basic economic problem. The main question we ask when considering the economic problem is how do we satisfy unlimited want and limited resource? As we cannot produce anything, we have to prioritize. We must decide what to produce, how to produce, and how much to produce. We must also determine for whom to produce. In my point of view, economics is a study of how society uses the scarcity of resources to satisfy the needs and wants of people. Different well-known economists have different interpretations of the economic statement. So, economics is not a specific answer and explanation. It's made of various well-known economists to identify the definition and awareness of economic. As we know that economics is very important to our country, not only country, but it's also important to people. Human wants are constant and infinite, but the resources to satisfy them are finite. The resource cannot exceed the amount of human and natural resource available. We produce things that we know people want as long as we have the resource to make them. How strong or weak demand is determined how much we change for those things. It's also determined how much we produce. In other words, market force, that is the force of supply and demand in the free market economic determine the price. So here's come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for paying attention.